going on YouTube? It is Shifu Stew coming back at you with what has turned into one of my favorite decks ever, actually. As you can see on the screen in front of you, we have Gouging Fire. So I've never played this deck until very recently. I was scrolling through City Leagues and I actually found this list probably about a week and a half ago maybe now, where it actually is a post-rotation Gouging Fire. I emphasize the post-rotation because if you guys have looked at this deck in the past, it's very reliant on things like Switch Cart and Magma Basin to really get the deck going. But thankfully, our friends east of the United States have figured, well, I guess west if you're West Coast, really, it's like Pacific Ocean. Anyway, Japan figured it out, as they always do. And today, I gotta make a deck list profile on it. So I just learned Gouging Fire. I'm absolutely not the best player of it by any means, but I love the tech that got brought to this deck. I mean, Munkidori is just, in my opinion, the best card in the format right now. It handles most of the hardest matchups pretty single-handedly. You get two of them out, you totally deny Phantom Dive damage, so a ton of value there with Monkey. But what I really like about this deck is that it almost operates as an ancient box, right? So we've been playing a lot of this future box on the channel. Right? I've just been spamming how many future Pokemon can we get into a deck and make work. While that's a blast, I picked this deck up for a more competitive formatted deck. I took this deck to Arceus. Not that that is a huge accomplishment with the way that you don't really lose points until you get to Masters. But for me, I wanted to pick a new deck and use that last journey from the start of Masters to Arceus as kind of like a sandbox to learn the deck, right? Because that is where you do understand that your losses matter, right? I can't get to Arceus if I continue to lose in Masters. And I'll be honest with you guys, I probably lost like 3 games straight with Gouging Fire when I first made this deck. I even recommended this deck to one of my buddies because he loved the old Reshiram V. It's kind of that, fire beat stick play style. The thing about Gouging Fire is that the ceiling is really high and the floor is also really high. And what I mean by ceiling and floor there is kind of like skill ceiling and skill floor. I sucked with this deck at the jump. It's not an easy deck to play. It's hard, right? You have to be looking at numbers. You got to really be deciding where the math makes sense. But the more I play it, the more I realize, wow, there's so much tech in this deck that I've got the ability to take down BDIFs in the format like Dragapult. In fact, if you get your board set up right, you can bully a Dragapult player, which is a really crazy thing to think about. And, I'm sure you're sitting there, regular viewer as you do every episode, saying, well, Stu, how do we make all these combos happen? And viewer, I am so glad you asked. Let's just dive into a couple of the cards that make this deck tick. For starters, Gouging Fire. What makes it so powerful? Well, Heat Blast for starters. This is a 60 attack move that only cost us 2 energy. And guys, one of them is colorless. That's really important in a deck that uses Crispin. We use Heat Blast all the time. This is a go second deck. You saw Budew in there? And honestly, if you see Budew in a deck, you're likely just a go second deck anyway. So we have the Gouging Fire. If we need to hit 60 first turn to, let's say, take out a Pidgey, right? We're going second. They opened with a Pidgey. It's a Zard deck. You've got to stop them from getting Pidgey out. So let's just end its existence with a 60 attack Heat Blast. And then Blaze Blitz is really like the cream of the crop for this deck, right? 260 damage on one attack. That's heavy. That's a big boy. And what's scary is that you can hypothetically lock yourself out, right? This is very similar to Blood Moon or Saluna, where if it uses Blaze Blitz, it cannot do it until it's swapped out, right? So it's actually an interesting wording. Most Pokemon are written that this Pokemon can't attack with this attack next turn. Gouging Fire actually reads that it can't attack again until it leaves the active spot. We handle the wording the same way. We're going to swap them out, swap them back in. And the way we make that swap happen is with Pecharunt EX and a Roaring Moon EX. So Roaring Moon was what really threw me off about this deck. I looked at the list and I said, wow, I didn't realize that Gouging Fire ran Roaring Moon. And post-rotation, it makes a ton of sense, right? We don't have the Blood Moon Ursaluna because we already need to dedicate our switching cards to our Gouging Fire. So the Roaring Moon EX actually comes in late game as like a sweeper, right? And the beauty of the Roaring Moon is that you don't have to set your prize cards up in a way where I need my opponent to have taken 5 prizes for Blood Moon to attack for free. Granted, Roaring Moon does cost 3 energy, but guys, this deck is so easy to energize, it doesn't even matter, right? God, excuse me, a little stuffed up right now, but, you know, we've got things like the Munkidori to carry weight against Dragapult. We've got the Fez because we know that we're going to be taking KOs as well. And then we do have the Brute Bonnet in the deck. It makes sense because we are packing 3 of the Ancient Booster Energy Capsules. We can get one of those booster capsules onto our Brute Bonnet, then we can actually start dealing bigger numbers like 270s, or if we have Perilous Jungle, we can actually turn this 260 into a 280 hit, which can be really important on certain matchups. All in all, the deck is designed to, you know, try and get your squawk off, get set pieces into the discard pile. We want to see our energies go to the discard. And the reason is we are rocking Professor Sada's Vitality, probably the best ancient card ever printed, if you ask me. I mean, this is the whole reason ancient decks can happen. So what we do is we get the energy into the discard using Squawk, using, you know, a research if we need it, but more likely we'll be Ultra Balling our way through or Earthen Vessling our way through energies. And once those cards are in the discard, well, we just immediately go to energizing with Sadas from the hand. We do everything we possibly can. And you know what, guys? I think I'm actually looking at this right now. I've got the wrong Gouging Fire set up on there. So really, this is my version, Gouging Fire Shifu Stew. And it's almost identical to the one we were just looking at Pokemon-wise. But I had a couple of extra tech pieces in the deck. I added the Crispin, right? Crispin wasn't actually in the original City League deck, which I'm kind of happy I made that mistake right there at the jump, because this is really helpful to show the differences. Not only did I add a Crispin to the deck, but I also added a 4th E-switch and replaced the Ace spec. I really like Unfair Stamp. I think Unfair Stamp is a really powerful Ace spec. But what I noticed with this deck is that if you get in the lead, you want to keep the lead going. Prime Catcher is a huge way for us to keep that lead going, right? We can set up a KO on something like a Fezandipiti, which can stop them from getting their extra cards back. And keep in mind, we can also get poison KOs, which can stop Fezandipitis. More importantly, though, Prime Catcher helps us utilize Blaze Blitz again. And we've got, you know, a huge need to use that, right? If we lose our Moon, if we lose our Pecharunt, a lot of times people will target the Pecharunt. And then you do have the Kieran in the deck as well, right? So Kieran is basically our second Prime Catcher, but with a secondary effect as well. If you've never ran Kieran before, I don't think it's a card that you just slot into any deck, right? I would actually think like you'd go Black Belt's Training if you wanted to like slot in extra damage, but Kieran has saved me a couple of times. Switching your active Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon is really helpful, right? If they KO our Pecharunt and then we don't have the ability to make these swaps happen, but we still have Latias on the bench, then we can use Kieran to make an exchange happen and get our Gouging Fire back out. Alternatively, if we don't need to switch and we just got Gouging Fire in, we can make it do 290 damage with the Kieran boost. Now 290 plus our Perilous Jungle. I don't know if you guys are catching what I'm putting down right here, but 290 plus 1 from Bonnet plus 2 more from Jungle is 320. Even without the Munkidori, Kieran lets us one-shot a Dragapult and stop draw potential from a Fez because it was a poison KO, right? So There's just a ton of tech in this deck. I'm in love with the way that it plays. I guess really we should call this a tech deck, skater deck. But no, really, this is a blast. I am having a ton of fun. Shout out to one of the viewers that we got on the channel right now who's been asking for some ancient box stuff. I am actually working on some ancient box cookery, but for the time being, Gouging Fire fills my ancient desires. So let's hit the ladder. Let's get into this thing. As you guys can see, I accidentally just revealed we're at 1510 right now in the ladder. I've been trying to hold my elo hidden, but it doesn't matter, right? It is what it is. We're doing well. We're playing Arceus. We're having fun. Let's get into it. And if you guys love the deck, you want to share it around, send it to your friends, get the channel out there. That's how this thing works. Appreciate the love as always, and I'll catch you guys in game one. Peace. All right, opponent's calling the coin flip. Man, I really hope they pick heads, because if they don't, probably lost. Oh, they chose heads. Dang. We're getting cooked. Yeah, of course they want it. The coin only lands on heads, and when it lands on tails, it is a deep state conspiracy against all of the Shifu Stew channels. So just be aware. Hey, I don't hate it. We open up with the Pokégear and the Gouging Fire. I don't know if they even select. Can you see if they select it first or second? Yeah, they're going second. Okay. Good for them. Oh, okay. It's the Gator deck. Here we go. Let's Pokégear. Research isn't too bad. I'll booster. I'll energize. Then I'll move on. He's not going to do anything this turn, right? We know how Feralligatr works. We've made a video on Feralligatr on this channel, right? So he does get the Artisan, which will probably pull him as Monkey or as Mimi. We'll see if he goes Mimi first. He does go for the Mimi. Okay. Roaring Moon doesn't really care about Mimikyu, though, so we'll see. Wow, the energy on the Mimikyu is crazy, because... Okay, guys, that's huge for us, right? That is huge. So we're going to grab the double fire. We're going to put fire on, and we'll go ahead and just Professor's Research. But let's thin our deck out some. Let's get Artisan active. Go ahead and grab the Munkidori, because Munkidori shuts down Mimikyu really hard. Huh. I'll tell you what. I expected to get ourselves into another booster, but it's probably not the right way to think about it. We'll go ahead and Vessel here, send that for a Dark and a Fire. Guys, we want our discard full of energy. So really all we need to do here is straight up hit the Heat Blast. So Totodile goes to 60. He will probably evolve here. I don't know. He's playing Artisan at 2 and Grand Tree at 1, maybe? Or maybe Artisan at 3 and Tree at 1. It's a hard game for Mimikyu regardless, because we have Munkidori, right? And the whole Feralligatr deck functions behind Mimikyu. So, there's his Munkidori. Who does he place the damage on? So he has the TM Evo. It has to have a luminous energy for the monkey, right? Please, please do not reverse thrust here, man. Wow. And he does reverse thrust for 60. See, but the reason he wasn't supposed to do that was because we have Munkidori in hand, right? I get where he's coming from. Don't get me wrong. Like, I definitely see the play. But man, that's 30 onto your Croc, which KOs you. And again, Gouging Fire has a lot of tools in it. Oh my god, not the booster, dude. Oh man. Okay. Nest Ball out the Latias. Oh, we don't have the Latias. Oh, Nest Ball out the Budew. Oh, that's nasty. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and Iono. One, two. What if I Vessel? Got my last 2 energy cards. Go ahead and Toxic Powder. And then, guys, here's where everything falls apart, right? The second Munkidori. Unless they can stop me, it's pretty well over, right? And we actually want him to deal damage. Yeah, no, just pass. Just pass your turn. He can Mimic Yumi, Ghost Eye for 7, which gives me 60 back, which actually KOs his Mimikyu. Or he could maybe go for another TM Evo play. Maybe he has it on hand. There's a chance he has a Darkness energy in his deck, or more likely a Luminous somewhere. The bottom line is you gotta be pretty concerned right now. Yeah, there's the Darkness. We like to see that. But he has to actually swap the Mimikyu, right? He can put 10 damage out. Lana's Aid. When did he get all those in there? Oh, researched them. Wow, well played. I guess I didn't check his discard when he researched, which is something I recommend everybody do. I highly recommend you check your cards before, or when your opponent hits a professor's research, go check their discard. See what they put in there, right? Because that lets you actually start constructing in your head, how am I going to play this moving forward? Night Stretcher. We did get rid of the boss, which high key kind of sucks. But we can go ahead and just start moving damage off here. Like a lot of damage off here. Go ahead and hit Professor Sada's. Let's put that there. Put a fire here. Really load up. Wow, that's kind of huge. I don't want a Pow Pad yet, but I really want a research next turn. Let me go ahead and just Adrena Brain. Move the 1 damage off of Budew. Guys, I high-key want to retreat here. I'm going to do it. I'm going to bring Budew to active. I know it sucks losing that energy. I've talked about it before. I hate the retreat cost system in this game. But I really like the idea of getting this KO with Budew and making it with poison, so there's no possible recovery for them next turn. I mean, it's fine. KO our Budew, right? Go ahead for it. It doesn't change that we're going to keep pushing with Gouging Fire. Now, he could get another Mimikyu out, evolve into Crocodile, get the KO on Budew, and sit behind it. The question is, can he actually do that? And here's the Mimikyu. Okay. No, he went Phoebus. He went Yo, Lucky Licious. Thank you for the content today. Thank you. Thank you. I actually do love playing against decks like Feralligatr on ladder because this is the stuff you see, right? When the Champions League happens and people all go crazy over the winning deck. it's no surprise that you're going to see that deck played quite a bit. Let's see here. The E-Switch is cool. Cool, cool, cool. Is Moon in our... Can we get Moon? Can we get a Moon? Is that possible? Does anyone have an issue with us getting a Moon? You know, like off the rip, no issues. There's our boy. Let's just get him. Slap down the Moon. Here's the Sadas, because this actually lets us get one Dark and then one Fire up here. And we've got a lot of E-switching potential. Oh my god, wait, do we... Do we just keep locking him down? Like, I put that on him, right? And then I hit Poison. It's 3 damage counters with the jungle. Here we go ahead and we've got another boss's now. Okay, let's Palpad the boss's orders and the Kieran, and we will end our turn. So unless they can hit 290 next turn, we have the clear shot. Oh, research from there. I think boss might be in those 3. Who knows? Who knows? We didn't do prize checking. I know, but we'll make it work. Man, is that his 3rd artisan? Or is that that's his 2nd? He's just held it. Okay. Respect. He doesn't pick the Mimikyu though, which means that it's prize, so unfortunate, and he doesn't have Relicanth on board because he chose Monkey. Oh, it was in hand. Oh, no. He can KO the Gouging Fire still, guys. Don't sleep. Is he going for a Brute Bonnet KO? I don't know if he realizes that us having the double monkey setup, though, is a little bit stronger. Because all he can do is, yeah, that's tough. That is tough. We'll just hit the Toxic Powder and wait for him to make his play. We're in a really good spot, right? I mean, he can KO a Brute Bonnet, but it doesn't do anything but get it out of the active for us and set us at a 4-3 prize difference. And as long as we are ahead and taking prizes with Gouging Fire, we're going to stay ahead, right? We have double monkey setup. Even if he Munkidoris right now, we just pass it back to him. And he can't do more than 60 per turn because he only has 2 out. We can do more than 60 per turn with Poison. If he wants to play the long game, we can play the long game. Goes for the energy, takes double darkness, and he's doing it. He's absolutely doing it. Okay. Yeah, it's something. He knows that he can't move more than 60 though, so not totally sure what's going on there. Okay. Best card in format, Munkidori, BCIF. Yeah, you got nothing else in your deck, brother. I'm sorry. We won't Iono because we won't bail you out. It's weird to me that they're going for the monkey at all. It doesn't really benefit to go for the monkey. Again, he's got to figure something out here. I mean, I might Rampaging Hammer Feralligatr here. It's 120. He's gonna keep pulling the 60 off the Relicanth. We just need to get him to 60 damage. Be so funny, but all of our energy is really taken up. I mean, we have the basic there, and we have the double switches left. Have we discarded one switch? Yeah, we have 4 though. Okay. Guys, this is a grinder game. Just take the Adrena Brain movement again. I mean, the 60 kind of actually just takes him out right there. Because then we can monkey onto the Relicanth still most. Now, we want the double prizes from the Feralligatr. We'll hit Professor Sawdust. Bring that there. Perilous Jungle. Oh my god. It's over. We just needed to hit the jungle. He's very likely out of his artisans now. And if he isn't, and one of the 3 cards on his hand is another artisan, dude deserves to stay in this for the next 10 rounds, because that's crazy. Kind of see the downfall of the Feralligatr deck right now, though. It banks so heavily on Munkidori that if your opponent has Munkidori, whoa. You guys see what's happening right here in this discard pile? You see those cards flicking back on top of each other? That was weird. Little buggy of a client, huh? There it is, the Perilous Jungle just flip-flopping. I think we're in a great place, so. He's losing 30 every single Passover. It's just a little too much damage. This is the first time I've ever played Brute Bonnet Munkidori Control with Gouging Fire, though, and I'll be honest, I can't stand it. I can't stand it so much that we're going to go ahead and Kieran our way out of it. Although I could do 60 on top of the 90 gets me to 150. We should probably wait a turn to Kieran out. I know. I hate it as much as you guys. I want to see the game end, but the reality is that if they're going to play the long game, we're going to win the long game, right? So we just go ahead and end here. What are they going to Ion us? And he has no more... No, oh, wait. Oh, I'm done. The whole purpose of Feralligatr is to Torrential Heart, so you have damage counters you can spread over. What's crazy is he couldn't utilize it because we had the monkeys. He did Iono. Oh shit, hold on. Okay. That's pretty cool with the deck though, because that does give us not what I thought it was. Just go ahead and hit that Torrential Heart and KO this Brute Bonnet. I know you want to. It's what, 100? It's 150? 150 damage, dude? Come on. The counter catcher. Yeah, he could just KO with the Gator. Oh, he actually went Giant Wave. That's crazy. What just... He took 3 energies away? 260. Yeah, we'll do it. That's fine. So guys, how we're going to close this game out, we'll put the Ancient Booster on fire. Yeah, he wouldn't survive it anyway, but Sada's Vitality is the only card that matters as far as Ancient cards are concerned. We're going to go ahead and hit Toxic Powder, which is going to give 30 poison over to Feralligatr. We hit 260 with the Blaze Blitz. That is now 290 to end the game in between turns. No counterplay. Gouging Fire looking like a beast, guys. So we take the prize card. And then, I'm sorry, but I totally forgot. Luxurious Cape doesn't activate if we kill with poison. That was a great thing to happen here, guys. We should have gone Roaring Moon there. We could have gone Roaring Moon there too. We just didn't know we had the energy switch available. But it doesn't matter, right? You can't evolve a Pokemon you put down turn 1. So there it is. Opponent has conceded. They took the L there as well. Guys, let's get into game 2 and just keep on crushing with Gouging Fire. Man, I have ran into the exact same issue today. We just had someone time out, but it's not the good type of timeout where you concede. We want to go second. We just break story time. Yes, always go second. But they didn't even concede to move on. They literally just, I think, closed their app and timed out. So we're not going to show that one, even though we whooped on a Budew Dusknoir deck right there. It doesn't mean anything, right? I mean, we spent 5 minutes of time just sitting here idle, me talking at the camera with someone just like waiting to do something. It's a shame, but it's happening all over, man. It is just rampant right now on the ladders. People just kind of leaving games. Do a good thing for your local community and don't leave your next game. It's a really cool thing. He'll evolve it. Why wouldn't he? All right, you can do it your first turn. Yeah, there's a Tera Orb. Wow, and then he's gonna Crispin into a Carnelian and KO us. How crazy would that be, right? That would be like the perfect opener. He gets a second Flareon as well. Oh, it's not an active. He can't do that. Yeah. Bringing that back is a really bad idea considering he can't do anything with it. Go ahead and Nest Ball. Do we? Just gonna Nest Ball the Squawk. I kind of like the idea of just like slap a Crispin down and go. Put fire. Put another fire down. I can Squawk and Seize right here for a whole new hand. 0 bricks. I can go ahead and Pecha. And then there's not much else we need to do here, so we'll just Heat Blast and move on. We'll see what they can do. If they Crispin into Carnelian, goaded, right? They're goaded for that. Arvin, yes. Okay. So we're good. We're clear, right? There's no way for them to fully energize the Flareon. We know that we deal 260 next turn because, guys, we do too much damage. But even if we didn't do the 260, we have Perilous Jungle and the Brute Bonnet. We're cooking something, right? Burning Charge here is scary. Please don't move energy to Ditto. Please don't do it. Oh, this is Arceus. Actually, we preemed the Arceus rank, as people would say. Not in the States, but in the UK, we were like, what, 15-10 at the start of this or something. I'm not super sure, but we're sitting around the same area. This is weird that he would energize that because he quite literally cannot replace that for another Evee, which is really sad for him. I kind of like the Vessel here to go ahead and just grab the 2 energies and the darkness. So we can triple fire on on the Gouging Fire, and then we'll just go ahead and end it. Take the Blaze Blitz. That is game over for the Evee Box. I'm not sure what dude was thinking with the Ditto. You can't do that, right? So I guess another learning lesson, but in the form of our opponents. Once during your first turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, only your first, they will concede right here. I can guarantee it. I did the same thing the first time I crafted that Ditto card. I crafted the shiny version because it's super cool, but I did the same thing. I made the same mistake. Guys, this Ditto is showing up in City League lists. You can't do it like that, right? Now, oh, this is, okay, hey, this is actually a way out for him. And he energy switches. Well played. Hey, okay. We can maybe keep this footage for the actual episode. Let's go. The bright side here is that Gouging Fire can't use Blaze Blitz again, but doesn't really matter that much. What would actually be my best play here? Probably a Sawdust? No, probably a Research. Booster, Perilous, Research. Nest Ball into Latias. Hold the next Nest Ball. Grab my future capsule. I think that we should just KO here. Because I don't have means to get my Dark onto Munkidori, which I probably should have prepped for, right? But we'll just go ahead and Heat Blast here. Just KO the Ditto, move on, right? Now, if we need to next turn, we're not going to reset the Gouging Fire, right? Because we can reset it in one turn, but maybe they don't see that play, right? Obviously, they put energy onto a Ditto, so might be learning the Evee Box deck still. Maybe they don't realize that next turn we can just Pecharunt the Bonnet, switch the Bonnet for the Fire, go for a Blaze Blitz. But even if he... No, it is 150, is it not? No, it's 130. Guys, please play the Flareon. This is why the deck is amazing to me. Brute Bonnet, Perilous Jungle, the booster in... That is a sign of concession. Okay. So it is what it is. You know, Arceus isn't the best of the best everywhere. Great game though, all in all. I mean, it showcased a lot of our prowess at the beginning. We'll probably go ahead and go to four videos or 4 games in this video because that was a short one. I'll catch you guys on the next. Always choosing heads. Oh, it was tails. Oh. So I'm not keeping the last game that I just played. Which sucks because I played against the Terapagos Cloth deck, and it was a cool game going back and forth. The timer difference was insane. I had like 17 minutes left on my timer, probably 6-7 turns into the game, normal stuff. They were already at 10 minutes left on timer, and then just waited a turn, emoted, so I knew they were there, right? It's not like they left their app. They emoted and then just like waited for the concession timer. It was killer, dude. I really am not sure. What am I tripping? We chose to go second? Yeah. Okay. So we definitely want Squawk. And we have 3 nest balls. We're gonna use them all, right? We want Squawk, we want Budew, and we want Latias because that actually lets us get the Gouging Fire out of the active for the Budew. Oh, guys, I'm dumb. Iron Thorns blocks all of our plays right there at the first turn. We should not have brought Squawk out. We should not have brought it out at all. I have trolled you all. I have trolled you. No. But he doesn't, it doesn't look like he has anything in the back. Is 4X Thorns coming back? Am I tripping? I mean, I'll hit him with the 60. Guys, you're not beating Gouging Fire with 4X Thorns if I have energy in hand. I'm sorry, but I'm doing 260 to this guy next turn. Yeah, it's 4X Thorns, and we're in an awesome spot for it. He could Crispin again. He could have another Crispin in hand, which would be really cool for him. Wow, Sawdust goes crazy here. Oh no, it doesn't. Oh, why did I do that? Actually, not really an issue there, is it? Because 140 plus 140 is 280, but Gouging Fire goes to 290 with a booster capsule. Do they just quit right here? Do they quit? I think they quit. How crazy would it be if we got Kieran? Oh, Pokegear. Oh, we could actually Kieran. Wait. If we get to Kieran and end this game in like 4 turns, it's going in the video. I don't even care how donkey it is. It's going in the video. He gets back another Thorns. No, he takes the energy. Oh. No Crispin, huh? No Crispin. Dude, if we Kieran with Pokegear. Oh, but you guys are going to see me get out of my seat if we Kieran with Pokegear. Here's how we do this. We Ultra Ball first. We thin the deck out. Drop Research. No. Drop double energies. Ultra Ball, and let's go ahead and get Munkidori. Put Munkidori down. Pokegear, no Crispin. You know, it happens. It happens, guys. Professor's Research. Basic energy on the monkey because we actually just want to guarantee that our Gouging Fire can do whatever he wants. Perilous Jungle because it doesn't matter. And then 60 with Heat Blast. So he can attack again. That's fine. But we're just stacking damage with the monkey, right? I mean, we really should just go ahead and Crispin again as well. Because I could just retreat Gouging Fire. I can just Crispin here for a Darken Fire. And then I want to put Fire into my hand. I want to put Dark on my Roaring. Then I want to retreat Gouging Fire. Bring him to active. I want to go ahead and remove the damage. Put it onto Thorns. We don't even need to E-switch, actually. We can just straight up attack. So we'll just attach that. We'll go into Calamity Storm. Discard our own Stadium. 220 to the face. Guys, you can't shut it down. I made a horrible misplay bringing Squawk and Latias out. And we still crush quad Thorns. So a couple of short games in this video. Let's hope for a really great game 4. I will catch you guys there. Peace. Our Ops Beyblader 93 is calling the coin flip. Let's see what they pull here. They chose heads. That's a smart play. And if we lose to Beyblader 93 in the last game of the day because they chose heads, give it up. Actually, we have lost a couple of times today. Of course, you guys only see me post the dubs. And the reason we only post the W's on this channel are because why would you want to watch where like the lines don't work, right? And most of the time it's my fault as an error, but played against a Ceruledge where I like completely botched energy selections. Which, who knows if it's botched or energy selections are still bugging here and there. If you guys saw the Blissey stuff, it was super weird on me a couple times with energies, so I thought it was user error, but it was a super fast game against Ceruledge. I mean, I don't want to show you guys a game that takes like 3 minutes, right? Now that Thorns game is important because I actually think Thorns is coming back into the spotlight, right? I think Thorns is going to be really powerful post rotation. I know some people are not thinking that way, but listen, you heard it here first on Shifu Stew's channel. I believe Thorns is going to be really strong. A tier, most likely. I really don't think I can put Thorns in S tier ever, because if you're playing quad Thorns, your opponent has a really high propensity to get really good molies out early. And so that's not really what you want to see happening. Now the question is, are we playing Stallbear? There was a deck posted, we're not, which is good. There's a deck posted on Reddit a while back when before I had a channel. And this guy made an entire deck focused around Blood Moon Ursaluna with Bouffalant, Lively Stadium, Heroes Cape type stuff, and a lot of like Turo and Penny. And so the whole concept of the deck was never attack, but stall someone out, because Blood Moon is so thick of a Pokemon that, oh wow, what are we playing against? Well, Blood Moon's so thick that when you have Lively Stadium plus 30, a Hero's Cape, you're at 430, your Bouffalant's at 60, you're at 490. I mean, dude, it gets crazy how much you would have to do to KO it, right? And so if you're constantly swapping that HP bar, I thought it was super cool. I ended up actually building the deck on my old PTCGL account that I no longer have. That account is gone. So we're obviously fresh started here, lost all that content. I went through the troubleshooting and stuff with the team, and there was a lot of just like stickiness to it. I wasn't gonna get it back, was the bottom line. What do we want to do here? Probably Squawk, right? Our hand kind of sucks. I don't mind going and putting the energy on. We haven't used a supporter yet. There's the Crispin, so that's kind of why we don't use the supporters yet, right? Pokegear us into nothing. Wow, that's crazy. So Sada's Vitality would be cool, but it only gives us one. Whereas Crispin can go ahead and place this on the Gouging Fire, which is really important for us. We'll go ahead and slap 120 on the Ogerpon, right? I want them to retreat Ogerpon this turn or lose it next. You can make that decision. It's totally up to you. If you want to keep it out and lose it, make this a 6-4 trade. That's fine. You want to swap it out, bring me up something new to KO. I like that just as much, right? He could attack. He could do good damage. But the problem there... it's not problematic. I kind of like what we're playing against, though. I don't know if he bricked by getting the Ursaluna, or if Ursaluna is actually a card meant to be like attacked with in this deck. It's a really powerful attacker. I think it's what, 240? Yeah, so it's very similar to Gouging Fire, but again, the wording on these is important. During your next turn, this Pokemon can't attack. Okay. It only has one attack anyway, so how you handle that is you swap it out, bring it back in. Latias EX helps you out a lot with that. Whereas Gouging Fire, this Pokemon can't use Blaze Blitz again until it leaves the active spot. We can still Heat Blast if we don't have a way to change, and we've seen that in a couple games already, right? So Heat Blast is not a bad attack. We talked about it in the Decklist overview. We're talking about it now in the final game. It's a fantastic way to get damage on board and have a little bit more consistency out of a big EX attacker in the form of a weaker attack. I don't want to say that it's anywhere close to like the Miraidon being a single prizer hitting for like 120 in future box, but that's all dependent on your crowns. Wow, so we see the Wellspring go there and the Tauros scenario. Another Noctowl. Wow. So earlier when we played Cloth Terapagos, the timer difference was like I'm not putting that in the video because the game was awful. They literally took forever to play and then just conceded random. I think it was they timed out. But the timer difference was like 17 minutes to 10 and they weren't doing anything. They were just sitting there. This guy is legit playing the game and we're already building a timer difference. Like I got to respect that. If you can just play that much of your deck, you can play it. And you didn't use the Curlia to do it. Like, yeah, you got my blessings, big bro. You got it, Beyblader 93. I say big bro because I assume 93 is your birthday. You're probably older than me, but I actually really like that a lot of this community is older. I love seeing people comment on my videos like, "Hey, I just tried this deck out with my kid." Like that's something I want to do, right? Like I've got plans to have a family and all that good jazz. Like I can't wait to teach my kids card games, man. It literally feels like that will be one of like the greatest moments in life. So if you're one of those people out there and you're rocking a family and all that good jazz, let me know how dope that is for you in reality and in practice. No, the topaz bolt. All right, well played. What a deck we're playing against, man. I have no idea what's happening. Pokegear is kind of cool. This is kind of cool. 290 is kind of not cool though, because I still can't survive. I am just gonna do it. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for it. Even if he KOs, right? If Beyblader 93 flipped the coin right and wins this game because of it, he deserves it. First spin comes out. There's no way he doesn't have the Crispin in hand, right? Nest balls for... I don't know. I don't know what you'd nest ball for here now. Oh, he wants to go for another Noctowl set. He needs that Crispin. I get it. We do get to Blaze Blitz, though, which is really cool. I mean, if I'm you, why wouldn't you just switch your Pikachu out for, like, any of your other Pokemon? Yeah. Deal to 70, bring me down to 220. So we're 10 less than what we normally are cooking with. So we just need to keep that in mind. We'll go ahead and bring out the Pikachu and we'll just cook it. Blaze Blitz it on site. Draw your prizes. So he still has the Ogre Pond, which is going to let him keep this gigantic board active. Oh my god. E-Switch is huge. 210 on the Ogerpon is kind of scary, but we immediately turn around and KO it. So he has to actually swap out the Ogerpon. I don't think he can KO the fire, even with the Noctowl, because he was using Noctowl to get another Crispin, right? Now maybe he can Noctowl into like an Arven to Arven into a Night Stretcher to set up another Pika. But at that point, we probably just KO next turn. He if he's smart, he would swap into the Luna. Right? It's the highest HP on his board, or he would swap into a single prizer, which still actually probably gives me a way out with just my main attack. Wow, he went all in for that. I respect that. Ultra Ball to boss and a counter just to get a Noctowl for 2 trainers. Wow, he has to. I think he wants Pika back, guys. I'm serious. I think he wants it back. What a game. What a good way to end it, though. We got like a what to me seems like a pretty damn good player. Beyblader is kind of balling out here. The dude has spent like 9 minutes of the game straight up playing the game. It's not like he's just stalling to stall time either. Like, I love that shit. I love seeing someone who has a deck designed to just search that heavily. Or as we say in the other card game worlds, he got tutors on tutors right now. My dude's got the tutors. This whole game is tutors. If you come from Magic and you know what I'm saying, like Pokemon TCG is like your whole deck is 60 tutor cards. It's awesome. He does do it. He's prepping it. Oh, he's prepping it. He wants the Luna so badly. Oh, is that really his best strat? Is to go for the Luna? What did he bring back there? He gets to attack with Luna too. That's broken. Oh, guys, we're losing to Beyblader 93. I think he does get the dub. I'll be honest. I do get to flip the script though, which is pretty cool. Dude, Ancient Booster's not bad there either. The Munkidori. I mean, the problem here is that we just kind of don't have an answer, right? There's nothing we can do to really stop this guy. We really needed to get another Sada's Vitality, and there's a chance we get it still, right? I mean, if he goes through the motions of busting the rest of his switches to KO a monkey, you know, we could make things happen. He clearly can't counter catcher, and he has sent 1 boss already. Likely plays 2 though. Why wouldn't you play 2 bosses, right? 2 bosses kind of like the standard, guys. If you're looking into deck building and you're like, man, I wish I had a little bit more utility, just find a spot to put a second boss in your deck. It makes so much sense. I honestly think what he does here is he just goes for a prep play and he moves his Luna to the back. Wow, the Entei. Dude, what is his deck? My goodness. He has no way to attack, actually? But why would you boss? Do you have a switch too? You have a switch too? Oh my god, you're goated with the sauce, man. You are so goated. What if we vesseled here, right? We sent the Budew. We E-switched a single dark onto Monkey, right? $30. Still not enough. Oh no. Oh no, man. um he's doing 260. Oh man. This is tough. This is real tough. Um what the heck is going on, man? We need to Ultra Ball. We need to send Brute Bonnet and Nest. We've got to just any way to thin the deck right now is so crucial. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. He brings up the Ursa. What? Yeah, Onode? Oh my god, man. Guys, this game is bonkers. I don't even know, man. Okay, Adrena Brain. Night Stretcher. Give me another dark energy. Perilous Jungle. I just don't think there's a way out, man. Maybe. Research probably brings us an E-switch, right? We've used 2 of 4. We're drawing 7, though. I think research gets us to an E-switch. Dude, this is wild. This is why I love this TCG. Win or lose, we're putting this one in, dude. This is a grind. This is just 2 players giving it their absolute best right now. Oh man, what do you remove? You just guys. No way, right? Research. Okay, give me my cards. Wow. That puts him at 80. Dude, I don't think he can KO the Fez. I don't think he has 210. I don't think he has it. What? Sending the Ogerpon and the Ursa right there was crazy talk, man. I am bewildered at what is going on right now. He doesn't have a Terramon. He dropped the Fez. Oh my god. Dude, I'm gonna get up and do the freaking LeBron James if we win this game. I don't know why he would send those. I think he probably just like accepted defeat type action. Which is, say what you want about playing like that. If you know it's over, man. I've played a lot of different card games. If you know you have no way out, you just scoop, dude. Like, part of understanding card games is understanding when you have the cards left in your deck, right? Like, if you really know your deck well, you should be able to, pinpoint that pretty easily. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and Munkidori. 280 is too high for anything he can do, right? I'm not actually super sure if that's true. Calamity Storm is pretty huge here. Yes, we want to discard. Notice we didn't play our Perilous Jungle there, guys. We want to use Calamitous again, right? Can't do it again unless we have a stadium that we can discard, right? So if we had replaced their stadium with our stadium and then done that, it wouldn't have worked out. But here we are super effective on them with the Roaring Moon. This has been a freaking banger. I was really down in the dumps a little bit earlier in this video too, because like, man, some of the games I played today were just waiting on that timer in a bad way. Waiting on this timer, like Beyblader 93, you know what's up. You know what's up. If you watch this video, you see this channel. Sheesh. Yeah, great game, brother. Let's see what they're doing here. Opponent is trying to get something likely Ursaluna. See here. Now we might just be we might have timed out at this point. But they are below 5 minutes. Opponent is selecting cards from go. What did they get? They did get the Luna. That is, I respect it. I respect the Luna play. So they're gonna go ahead and drop a Luna down here. And not attack because they can't attack with it. Terapagos. What? Crispin. Oh my god. Did they just pull this off? The hoot hoot comes down. Okay. Okay. All right, guys. The boss's orders. First off, we take the Adrena Brain. And we move 1 damage to the Terapagos. We boss it into active. We play our Perilous Jungle. And then we hit for Calamity Storm, removing our jungle, send the stadium out, do the 220, take our 2 prizes, even if they Ursaluna. We aren't going to die to it. We have 290 HP. Cooking right here. Absolutely cooking. Latias comes up. It really doesn't matter what they bring in, right? No matter what it is, we're going to be A-okay. There's the Luna. He'll swap the Latias for the Luna, wanting to do the deck. Oh, he has bosses. He has bosses orders in hand. Because he had 2 in deck. We knew he did. Oh, what a crazy... oh, wait. Does he have 3? Does he pack the 3 bosses? Guys, our opponent has 3 minutes left on the timer. This is going to be like an hour-long video. Blood Moon. Oh my god. And what he is hoping is that we go for Calamitous. Maybe we do need to actually go for Calamitous, do we? No, because we only need 100 damage, right? So we just Night Stretcher, grab a basic fire, put it onto the Fez, energy switch a fire to the Fez, hit the retreat. Oh my god, you guys gotta be kidding me right here. Fezandipiti, Cruel Arrow on the Hoot Hoot, just because we can. Beyblader 93. What a game. Guys, what a freaking end to this video. Unbelievable. Thank you as always for sticking around. We cooked on this Gouging Fire list. I love it. I think I have just like become a Gouging Fire player now. I'm a huge fan of what it's putting down. Shout out to the Japanese City League for making this deck even happen. Hoping to get this video out Thursday. Going to be editing up on stuff, so you know how it goes when you record on weekends and you get stuff out later. It is what it is, guys. So we will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for sticking around. If you made it this far, please subscribe. Please hit that like button. You'll get notifications when my stuff shows up. So very cool. And I'll be helping out Chef Husky with the Toxicity tournament end of this month. And then next month, I believe there will be, or maybe end of this month, there's also the Creators Tournament is coming up. Either way, we'll get some info on that. I'll drop a post about it. Appreciate you guys. Much love as always. And we will see you in the next video. Peace.